There is going to be a two-superstar battle that's going to set off 2026 for the Tamil audience. Well, there's a battle at the theatre box office, and there's also a battle at the electoral box office. Tamil cinema can't be too far away from Tamil Nadu politics. What do we expect, and what's the political context of this Parasakthi versus Jana Nayagan theatric battle that we're going to see in the first weeks of January? Joining us this evening, senior journalist R.K. Radhakrishnan, and also NDTV's own entertainment consultant Lata Srinivasan. R.K. Radhakrishnan has just released a documentary on the refugees in Sri Lanka. R.K. Radhakrishnan, welcome to the show. But what do you think? What's the political context of this Parasakthi versus Jana Nayagan battle? Is this going to be purely about two stars clashing out at the box office, or is there a very strong political undertone to this? Give us the context.
Every time, thank you, Veera, for that excellent introduction. Thank you. The documentary is coming out probably next week or so. Thank you for that. And good evening, Lata. Obviously, see, the thing is that whenever Vijay has tried to do anything, including the launch of his own party's flag, we have seen all kinds of other news trying to occupy that particular space. On that day, when Vijay was releasing the flag, there was a rumor that 3 ministers from the Tamil Nadu cabinet were being dropped. When Vijay did his cut to the latest, let us do filmy dialogue. Cut to the latest where he was having the public rally at E Road. You saw that the chief minister had a rally just an hour before that in his constituency, which was extremely well attended, and it was a live show on television as well. Of course, Vijay's also was a live show. It is exactly the same thing that is going to play out every single time that Vijay does something. The ruling party has also been doing something just to be on the limelight, share the limelight. Now, this particular thing is extremely important for the simple reason that Red Giant is the only big distributor left in Tamil Nadu. We have seen a lot of distributors fall by the wayside. I really wonder if Jana Nayagan, Vijay's movie, will even find theaters to play. I'm not very sure. I think Lata will be able to take that.
Yeah. Right, important point that you're playing there. You're saying that the business linked to politics, and of course Red Giant synonymous with Udhayanishi Stalin. Lata Srinivasan, give us the film business rivalry aspect of this and the filmy logic for this decision, and also the political context for it.
Thanks, Veera, and hi, RK. It's very interesting because Sivakarthikeyan's film was supposed to release on Jan 14, and that's how it was announced. But what made them change their mind and release it on Jan 9th was Vijay's E-Road rally, where he called the DMK a Kriya Shakti. See, other than MGR and Jayalalitha, nobody has referred to the DMK as Kriya Shakti in Tamil Nadu politics. And this, according to industry sources, triggered and angered the senior DMK people, especially, I think, Uday. And he decided to, release this film. And of course, there's a battle of the theaters now. Who will get the bigger screens? Who will get more screens? And what I'm being told is that there seems to be some kind of negotiation where the big screens will have to play both the films in equal screens and equal number of shows. So the battle is actually getting very interesting.
Right, the battle is getting very interesting, and theatres caught in the middle of this. But RK, you're also working on a book on the DMK and the history of M. Karunanidhi and his time as the head of the DMK. Give us a sense of the symbolic importance of Parasakthi of 1952. And I'm not talking now. This may not be an exact remake of that, but the name, the fact that Parasakthi carries an enormous symbolic weightage for the DMK and in the entire Dravidian narrative.
Absolutely, Veera. I mean, like, Parasakthi is like nothing that happened before it and nothing that came after. Because that Shivaji's one dialogue where he stands in the courtroom and where he, basically says how difficult it is for a common citizen to live life. Yeah, that is Karunanidhi's dialogue. And both Anna, C. N. Anna, former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and of course, Karunanidhi, both who were part of the founding, this thing of DMK, both have been fantastic screenwriters. There's nothing bigger than Parasakthi. Parasakthi literally launched Shivaji to a completely different orbit. But beyond that, it also launched the Dravidianization of moviedom in Tamil Nadu, and you would see that that particular strand has stood its time. Good versus evil, and at the end of it, there is always a Dravidian theme in every single movie that the DMK is associated with. Now, well, cut to the fact that Udayanithi is the person who is still running, Red Giant, despite the fact that, of course, he has given up his role and all of that, but, his wife is running it. So the thing is that is the biggest play in town. So they claim all the theaters, because if you antagonize Red Giant, you cannot exist in Tamil Nadu. That is the business part of it. The other part of it is the government is the DMK government. They can decide on how many shows, when it can start at 4 a.m. and then go on till 10 p.m. or whatever. And they've done, kind of this playing with timings, 9 a.m., 4 p.m. and all of that, with multiple movies that have released in the recent past. That also should be kept in mind. That is the discretion of the state government. The state government has a big play when a movie releases.
Important point that you're making there, but Lata, in the larger context, any targeting of Vijay's Jana Nayagan would only, I would argue, make him politically more powerful, because the narrative of being victimized and being challenged at that level could be very dangerous politically for the DMK as far as Vijay is concerned. But also give us a sense of what the film industry is seeing, this whole Sivakarthikeyan Vijay releases coming next to each other, both politically charged, both perhaps on different sides of the political aisle playing out. How does the film industry view this?
One important fact is that, we must keep in mind is that this is supposedly Vijay's last film. Therefore, this movie is going to be a blockbuster. There's no two ways about it, right? Now, having said that, this puts Sivakarthikeyan in a bit of a spot, because I'm sure, he and Vijay are good friends at the end of the day. They are not enemies, right? But because of various other factors, they are clashing at the box office. Now, insiders in the film industry are also in a bit of a situation, because Red Giant, like RK pointed out, is the biggest film distributor. I mean, you cannot antagonize them at any point in time. And neither, the theaters nor the producers or anyone else, even the actors, don't want to antagonize them. So right now, it's a very wait and watch situation, and nobody is taking sides. Everybody just wants this to pass out peacefully, because tomorrow, if Vijay becomes a big, person in politics, then they will definitely need him on their side. So it's a lot of factors at play right now.
Oh, absolutely. Lots and lots of factors. But remember, this is not the first time that we've seen films getting caught in the midst of politics, or perhaps being part of the politics itself. But it would be very interesting to watch. Jana Nayagan, I would assume RK and Lata would be one of the challenger, the rival, the one who throws the government. And Parasakthi, perhaps a script which reflects the greatness of perhaps the Dravidian ideology itself. Let's see what the films hold for us eventually. Both would be good entertainment watch, hopefully, for the two stars. But thanks to both you and Lata and RK for joining us this evening.